name is Davon Tatum.
I'm LaTonya and this is Acknowledge the Hero. What up?
What's up?
I don't even feel in it. I don't have my headphones. I feel crazy, but you know, I made a stylistic choice to wear this hat instead of the headphones. So
yeah, so you gotta deal with it.
It's gonna be. So what's up, guys?
Gotta deal with your struggle.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to be a girl.
Is it? Oh. I don't know. It was. I can hear you. I don't know why I wasn't recording that.
I'm glad we got it early.
Hello, my name is Davon Tatum.
I'm LaTonya and this is Acknowledge the Hero.
Sometimes you gotta retake stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want to talk about how awkward I feel without headphones.
You gotta get over it,
I
dude.
can't hear myself. I don't even.
You can't hear yourself?
No.
You got 2 ears.
It's not the same. I don't feel like I'm in it. Like I feel like I'm in the house, you know, but I don't feel like I'm like in the podcast. But maybe that's good. Maybe it'll be realer, you know, because.
I know I'm hot as a motherfucker right now.
You want to be wearing velour and shit.
I know it's velour season.
I like that. Velour season.
It's velour season.
What's
you know?
up?
Yeah.
What's up, listeners?
Hey, speaker.
How y'all been? What's up? We have a lot to talk about today. I feel like this week was very eventful, but not eventful. It's just a whole bunch of fuck shit.
True.
But today was the Golden Globes. I didn't know until I saw all these bitches wearing black.
Damn. Usually I'm the one that calls them bitches.
I don't know, when it's a group of women, I'm kind of inclined to call them bitches.
Why did they wear black to protest Hollywood? Why not just not show up?
Cause they
to really protest.
They still need their awards and shit.
So that's why it made me feel like it's always some interior motive behind everything.
What you mean?
Because if you really wanted to make a statement, a bigger statement would have been just not to show up. What if like every female actress that wore black to the Golden Globes didn't show up to the Golden Globes?
You don't feel like it would be their loss and not like...
No. There's only one winner anyway.
Lord!
But that wasn't even my point. But I mean, it depends on what you think is a loss. If the fight that you're fighting for is a big enough fight, why would anything be a loss if you fight for it? Personally, I get for your team and like your career, maybe, but that lets me know that
it don't mean that much to me.
Yeah.
I guess what I was saying is like what would have to happen for the Golden Globes to feel it? Like they have, I know what you're saying, like they don't show up, but like if they have 10 awards that they give out and none of the winners is there.
Yeah.
True.
That'll destroy the whole show. Presenters, like it'd just be no show.
Do you
like
think that would stop the rapists?
No, nothing gonna stop a rapist. But
so what's the point of it all?
I don't know. So we could be aware, so the rest of the world could be aware of what's going on in Hollywood. And nobody gives a fuck about what's going on in Hollywood. Like, does the rest of the world really care about what's going on in Hollywood? Or is it just the fact that it's just like sexual harassment against women and that's just
That's
bad?
what I was about to say. I don't think that they care about Hollywood per se. I think that's just like another outlet for the sexual assault and rape these days. But
these days?
I'm just saying, the Hollywood part is the part of these days. Bitches been getting raped and sexually assaulted forever.
That's
Since
true.
like caveman times.
That's true. So have cavemen. Getting sexually assaulted and raped since cavemen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about the men who were sexually assaulted? Do they wear black too?
They should.
But no men just always wear black tuxedos? It would be like,
no.
Are you protesting or are you just being
Steve
fly?
Harvey today with a sprinkle.
But he won at the fucking Golden Globes though.
That shit.
I think I don't know.
It was like unicorn tweed with a pinstripe undershirt or some shit. I don't know.
Hey, it's Mr. Potato Head. He can wear it if he wants.
I guess.
Yeah, but then Oprah had a speech tonight that riled that
I wish I heard it.
Yeah, me too, but we're gonna act like we heard it. You wasn't even supposed to say that. We were just supposed to
I can't be
speech.
fake. I can't be fake.
You didn't even have to be fake. You could have just worked around it and shit. Like,
I mean,
that's how most people get through life anyway.
It's not how I get through life.
Like, you ain't seen that movie, but you know enough from other people to know, like, I could get in a conversation about this movie without seeing it.
I hate those people. Don't get in a conversation if you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
But you do know. Like, how long this fucking conversation supposed to be? Now, if it's like an hour conversation on rush hour, then we got a problem. But, like, if you was fucking, yeah, Jackie Chan did flip. It ain't that hard to move.
See,
Get in there.
that's a superficial conversation. I don't like those.
You just hate small talk.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't even be having a conversation
That's
about
true.
rush hour to begin with. You were like, why are we talking about rush hour? There's Mercury retrograde going on right outside our window.
Small talk literally like rots my soul.
Let's talk about God. Like with a total stranger and shit. Like, we ain't got time to be talking about God.
That's why people that don't know me always think I'm quiet. I'm like, I'm not trying to talk about the weather with you, nigga.
That's why it's called small talk. I mean, you just can't have all long talk.
I was just watching something. Fuck. No, I was at a like a real estate seminar, and it was like like the key to like getting people to talk or whatever is worms. It's like weather, occupation, recreation, motivation, and sports. Like if you talk about like all of those.
Wait,
like
what is it called?
Worms.
Oh.
It's an acronym.
Okay.
It's like the fuck. But yeah, you can talk to anybody about the weather. Occupation, you ask people what they do. Recreation, you ask what people do for fun. Motivation, like what motivates you, like what's important to you. And sports.
Sports is always a good one. Speaking of sports, motherfucking Titans won yesterday.
I thought you were going to
Well,
talk about Donovan McNabb.
Oh, yeah, we can get to that too.
I'll give you the Titans to go first. Let me not.
My fucking quarterback threw a pass to himself.
I saw that.
That's crazy. Is that legal?
Yeah.
The way he did it was.
The nigga deflected it. He just happened to catch it.
If it bounced off somebody's like helmet, would that still have been okay?
Yeah, as long as the ball don't touch the ground.
If somebody hit it with their elbow, would it still?
As long as the ball don't touch the ground, that shit's fair play.
And then you didn't tell me that like he went in on the corner too. Like that made it like even more.
Yeah, you see him running.
Yeah.
We came back. Fucking, we were down 3-21 at halftime. We scored 19 straight points, and they didn't score at all in the second half.
Crazy.
It's like the Super Bowl. That's 1 point more than the Super Bowl last year. If you get what I'm saying. Like the Patriots came.
Yeah, the comeback.
Yeah. So now we. Long as someone knows what I'm talking about, that's all that matters.
My head.
But yeah, Donovan McNabb back some bitches. He got fired from ESPN. There's another guy that got fired too, but I forgot what he did. I think he was groping bitches, the wardrobe lady. You know how niggas are. Grab him out of pussy. But Donovan McNabb asked the girl, is she a squirter? Like the wardrobe.
How does
lady.
that come up in like regular conversation?
It don't. That's how Creepville conversation goes. Like
he didn't like.
There's no what is it?
Prerequisite?
Yeah, it's none of that to that. You just get to it. Like, because you can't really build up to that in public. Like, it just got to be, I'm a big-headed guy who think I can have what I want, and I'm an ex-football player. So I can ask you, are you a squirter?
She could asked him that he wants some water, and then he said, oh, are you a squirter?
There's no way that comes up in any conversation.
Let's brainstorm. Like, how could it have possibly have come up?
Somebody... Like, you like water guns? You a squirter?
Code name for people who have water gun fights.
Yeah. You're a squirter, like it's
I'm a squirter
club.
So a logo.
He said it's a makeup artist.
Wardrobe.
Damn.
That's a perfect. It's like you could be a squirter if you was in a fucking water gun fight club.
A club.
Yeah.
I got the pin.
Yeah. Squirter phase 2, 1.
Oh no.
Different levels of squirting.
Is squirting really that cool?
I don't know.
It's pee.
Yeah, but don't ruin people's fantasies.
Sorry. My bad.
That's all I had. I don't know.
You just Look, what was I about to say? I mean, if you get a good vibrator, you can just.
Oh my gosh, she had to bring up the vibrators again.
Cause I don't want the women that feel like they can't squirt to feel left out.
Don't be mad. That's why he said that. He don't want them to feel left out.
I know. That's you know.
Are you a squirter?
Because congratulations.
Football players are weird.
Yeah.
Like
it's like a
their
social.
brains got to be really small. Like
I mean, they all got CTE. That's probably their
Yeah.
impulse control is like.
You got to be stupid to want to keep doing that forever.
I didn't go that far, but yeah, I guess.
No,
if I just hate
I
team
thought it was-
sports.
No. Basketball players amazing.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Baseball.
You thought it was cool that he called her a squirter?
No,
Playing football. How'd you get back to that?
I don't know. I just had to,
Yeah,
She tried to throw you under the bus.
I had to double check. Real quick.
A role model. No.
Shit, TMZ on your ass.
I had to,
See? What? That wasn't even what he's
I
talking
had to
about.
double check. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
I had to check in. I don't know. I'm still kind of confused on. Like, I would love to talk to the girl to ask her how that even came up. Because what if it was mad organic and like she started it and then she said,
Isn't that
You know
usually? Didn't you the one that said last week? I don't care if you get in bed
I mean,
naked.
it still doesn't
still,
make it okay, but
still rape. If
I'm just saying I want to know how that went down. He's still weird. Like, that's some weirdo shit.
Are you a squirter?
I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't even come up.
Sometimes I don't. She probably giggled and like laughed it off, and then like went to go
One
snitch.
bitch.
3 years later and shit.
It's not funny.
How's she gonna laugh?
Yeah, because then it got into the realm of like insensitivity, and you know, I felt weird for a second.
You should. It only could be one devilish person on this show.
I know. Do we switch ever?
I think like it was one conversation. I was like, "What are you playing me now?" It was some weird shit that she was
He
agreeing
wasn't
with.
that disrespectful, but yeah, I remember that.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, because I'm an individual. I'm a unique person. And for some, that's what, oh my gosh, random. But I cannot stand when somebody tell me, like, oh, you remind me of this person. And they say it like it's endearing, but to me, I'm so offended. Like, to me, what I hear is like, you're just like this other person that I know.
Are they on a personality or looks?
I mean, it.
Is
Oh my
everybody got
gosh,
somebody that
that's
does
even
that?
more disrespectful.
If it's looks, I mean, there's people with.
It's people that look like
this
you
one girl,
all the time.
this one girl, she showed me the girl that she thought I looked like. That bitch was ugly, so I was pissed. Like I didn't even want to talk to her after that. Like,
But did you look like her though?
no,
That's the real question.
I did not look like her.
You know how you never think
It
you
was
look
like it was like the
somebody,
white person version of like, oh, y'all look alike. Like it was, we didn't really look alike. She was just like, y'all two black girls, y'all look alike. The other one the other day, I'm working with the dark skinned girl from Single Ladies, right? But the crazy part, I've been talking to her this whole time, but I didn't connect the two, whatever. But anyway, she said, and this was less annoying to me, but she was like, your tone of voice and your spirit like reminds me of this girl, and that I can kind of get behind. I still feel like like, bitch, I'm an individual, but like I could get behind that. But if you say I look like somebody and then you show me the person they ugly, like I don't ever want to talk to you again. Like
That never happened to me before.
Don't fucking talking to me.
I don't never really look like anyone.
That was mad disrespectful. She was ugly. So like,
it shows how mean you are.
by
Though.
deductive
She was
reasoning.
ugly.
By deductive reasoning, you saying that I'm ugly. So
What if she didn't think that person was ugly?
I mean, obviously she didn't, because I don't think you would do that to somebody if you thought.
I would do something like that. Usually just
No,
like
you wouldn't.
this.
You would think about doing it, but you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, only to close friends.
Yeah.
'Cause you know
He's
you
the
gotta-
meanest person
Yeah,
ever
keep
to the
their
closest
self-esteem
people he
down.
knows.
At all the costs.
It's so backwards.
I get it.
Yeah.
I guess.
That keeps your friendship intact. If you have friends, you would know that. You gotta be mean to your friends so they can so they can love you in return, and vice versa.
Is that a guy thing? I feel like that's a guy thing.
Yeah.
I
Females
feel like
mean to
girls
each
be
other,
mad. Yeah, but they be super mad.
too. Bitch.
You would only do that if it's something that like the person like talk about, but they not actually like insecure about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like,
true. Females are very insecure, so you can't really like go on them as friends and shit.
It has to be something that like they will have to joke about themselves first before you can like joke about it.
See, that's whack. We just attacking what you don't even realize.
That's why niggas be having closet problems and shit. Like, y'all be depressed as fuck, but you can't talk to your friends about it because they gonna go on you.
It's not true. I mean, I think everybody has to switch.
It hurts
like,
my feelings when you call me Mr. Potato Head.
you can't come at me like that. I'm like, boy, what's your shit? You can't do that, but...
Like, the thing I think about, like... And I don't know if it was a movie or something, but, like, you know, two male friends and the other dude lost it. Oh, it's fucking... Joe Budden and Roy. He always calling Roy unemployed, and I just feel like, I don't know, like I be feeling bad for Roy.
He's unemployed though.
He's on a podcast.
If your friend is going through something down, like a downward spiral, you gotta go on the downward
No,
spiral.
you don't.
It shows the love, but you're there.
I mean, it's a time for it, but like I get it.
If he out of work, and we ordering food, and he's like, man, get some more. I'm like, nigga, your broke ass ain't gonna be getting nothing, but you still gonna get them food. You just got like, it's just funny. I don't know.
I guess. I don't know. I don't think that's funny.
They'll do the same
I
to
wouldn't
you.
kick my friend when they down.
I'm still gonna get them the food, but the joke is so funny
The
that
words last forever.
yeah, but we friends.
It may be because like I'm a ruminator. Like when somebody says something to me, like I hear it 20 times in my head. So if like somebody say like, you look like this ugly girl, like it's in my head, it's like, you look like this ugly girl, you look like this ugly girl, you're so ugly, you look like this like.
That's a lot of
I think about
man.
That's why it's not. It's the nature of a brain, like especially a person that's like that, like, you know, I don't want to toot my own horn, but like geniuses and stuff, but like the stuff goes through. I had to make myself feel better. But the stuff that goes in your head, like, it's called rumination. You just think about stuff over and over and over. That's how you get smart. It, like, creates neural pathways, but it fucks you up, you know, when it comes to negative stuff because you just, like, you know, it's over and over. But I kind of lost my train of thought.
I guess I'm retarded then. I just let stuff go.
No.
As soon as somebody says, just, I don't care.
I think it's a man thing and it's a Sagittarius thing.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I think
let things go.
Yeah.
The only person that
About
could hurt
bad
me
stuff that
is
people
me.
say stuff to you. About the bad things people say to you. You just let it go.
Only I could hurt myself.
I mean, that's really good. That's like a good thing to have.
It's a good mantra.
I was talking more about how, like, you know, niggas, something go through your ear and go right through the other side. Like, y'all don't like.
What
you
are
could
you
put that
saying,
in a better
Tanya?
way. That sounds just like I don't, like I'm just dumb or just not paying attention.
No, don't pay attention.
We definitely do. You throwing men under the bus as usual.
Bruh, men do not pay attention.
I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to more things than you.
That's not true.
You
Not
must
when
just
it comes
be
to me talking.
Yeah, that's different. We
That's
talking about
all I-
life.
no,
Life bigger than
that's
us.
all I'm talking about.
Talking about we don't pay attention. We pay attention to everything.
I pay attention.
What y'all pay attention to?
Everything.
I
Anything
know.
you can think of, we already saw it before you saw it.
Y'all
We just
not
wait
even
for you to get
detailed
there.
people.
Yes, we are.
Y'all big picture people.
We play country dumb to last in the world with y'all because we know y'all like to feel smarter. So we let y'all
That
have
gets
y'all
me
little
to
way.
that point. We was watching something. I can't remember what it was, but you know, it was an older guy married, and he was like, you know, because the woman is always right. Like basically, like the quicker you get that, the happier your marriage is. And Davon, you know, he's very like, why the woman always have to be right? Because you know he's still young and stuff. But just kidding. But what I wanted to. Do you want to talk about it first, and then I
don't even know what we're talking about. So
you know what we talk about. Woman is always right. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Training you.
And they won't get on my nerves. This how I know. This nigga will bring up something, be like, we need to talk about that on a podcast. I bring it up on a podcast, and he be like, I don't even know where that came from. Like I don't even know
where it came from. I'm trying to figure what angle we going with it. You know,
It don't matter.
But now that you know, you told me like, woman is always right. That's the angle we're attacking.
Yeah, he being trained. So.
I don't look at it like that. The way I look at it is like, it's not necessarily that the woman is always right. Like, it's not saying...
Because they hella wrong.
Because, No, that's not what I was saying either. I think it's sexist to say that like the woman is always right. But the way that guys like respond to their women, it would be easier for them if they don't make the woman feel wrong. Like she might not be right, but if you don't make her feel wrong, then it makes it better for both of y'all. Like, cause most of the time, all the women, like, she might not have a problem with what you're saying, but she has a problem with how you're saying it. And all the guy can process is like, I said it. Like, like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. You want me to not say it or not say it, or say it or not say it. But for a woman, it's like, it's all the devil's in the details. Like it's always like what you do, not like how you do something, not what you do. So it's not necessarily saying that the woman is always right, but we just need y'all to step outside of yourselves and realize that like it's the how, it's not the what or the why. Like for instance, Davon always hit me on his lunch break, right? And it's like I be feeling good because I feel like he thinking about me and stuff, and we like talk about stuff. And so today, right, I think I sent him, it was like this video of like this little girl, like her mom was trying to wean her off of breastfeeding, and she covered up her nipple with a Band-Aid, and the daughter looked at it like, she gave her the funniest face. It was like, bitch, how dare you? And I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I'm a breastfeeding mom, I related to it, right? So I sent it to Davon on Instagram. He texted me and I was like, did you get the video? He said, oh, I saw that shit yesterday. Like that, right? And like technically, what he did is not wrong. Like it's okay to say like, I saw that shit yesterday. But like
the exact same thing earlier.
But it was new to me, and I was so excited about it that I sent it to him.
I put an LOL in it.
I'll double check that. But like I was so excited about it. It was new to me. I sent it to him. I was so excited. I texted him. Like I sent it on Instagram, and I made sure he got it like via text. And so like I felt so shot down. Like all I needed him to say was like, "Oh yeah, that was funny." Like we didn't
have a daddy issue.
We didn't even have to have like a real conversation about it. But like the fact that he like. I wanted to connect with him. Like that was like, it was something like really small. But like, technically what he did wasn't wrong. Like obviously he did see it the other day, but I just wanted him to be like, oh yeah, it was funny. Oh yeah, that was stupid. Oh yeah, that face was, just say something, connect. Like that's the end of the conversation if he said like, oh yeah, I seen it yesterday. And then I feel all late and retarded like for laughing at this and like being connected to it and shit. But like, that's like an example of like, I'm not necessarily right. You know what I mean? Like he seen it yesterday. What else is he supposed to say? But like women be asking for like an extra step in y'all thought processes that dudes don't really care to do. I don't know.
Who said we want to take the easy way out?
What? That is the easy way out.
Yeah, who said we wanted to take the easy way out?
Saying, oh yeah, I seen it yesterday, that's the easy way out.
No, I'm talking about just in general of not just that example, but just like letting women be right. Like who said?
But that's my whole point of like saying my side about it. It's not necessarily that the woman is right. Is that like we just need y'all to like. It's almost like having empathy or apathy. Like I don't know. Think outside yourself. Like we're not asking you to change who you are or like not do what you did. We're just asking you to do it a different way.
Y'all want us to do it.
It's a compromise. It's not.
The compromise.
Because if it was selfish, it would be like, don't ever do that ever again. Like, the compromise is like, you can do that, but can you do it this way?
What about my compromise on my side?
What do you mean?
Like, that's still beneficial to you.
You're still doing what you need to do, but you're just doing it in a way that doesn't make the girl feel like shit. Like, you can still get the same point across or, like, whatever you need to do or be the person that you want to be right now, but we're just asking you to have a little bit more, like, courtesy with what you're already doing.
Yeah, but it's life, though.
I know, that's why we get into that other conversation that we talked about latitude, like, a long time ago, like, I think women expect too much out of men sometimes, but if we just told ourselves that y'all, like, simple and dumb, then we that was harsh. If we told ourselves that like if we had lower standards for y'all, like it would be great. Mm-hmm. Like if I only expected you to shoot me down, that would I'm joking. He's a really good guy, but I don't know. It could also be that I'm very like an analytical person. Like I think women in general are like a little bit more analytical than men, but I think I also take it like a step further. I don't know. And also like my interest in psychology. But I don't know. We not saying that we like right. We just, I don't know. We need like some type of compromise.
Compromise is me having the whole conversation and begin with.
That's so selfish.
You damn right. At least I can admit when I'm doing something selfish. You over here bending the. It's compromise. Just say you want to be selfish. You want me to do what you want. It's not. It is. You making it. You dressing it up.
I'm not. I honestly like. What do women always say? It's not what you said. It's how you say it. Like you can still say, I don't know, you ugly, but fucking. That's true.
And sometimes you gonna get that. But this is what women do. When they mad about something, they'll totally forget all the. I wouldn't say they forget, but the way they react, you would think that you never did anything good ever, which is the issue. Like I wish you were way more praising when I do it, instead of this angry when I don't do it.
I feel you because you.
Because you.
No, I feel you because you do the same thing. It's like First of all, I agree with you, and you're totally right. Like women should like give their dudes more.
There was something else I had to tell you too.
More credit for when they do that.
I'm going out to get a pack of cigarettes. Tony look like what? They want to smoke cigarettes. What the fuck did I say? Go ahead. Do your thing.
But we had this conversation because I was asking you to do that to me, like give me credit for like when I do something good, like. It'll be something stupid, like, I don't know, leaving the Pampers in, like, where we change them and, like, not throwing them away. And so, like, you know, I'm the type of person, like, I'm a nerd, right? Like, positive reinforcement. You do good, you get an A on your test, right? So, like, you know, we talked about this, and he was like, you know, I'm basically asking for positive reinforcement. And his thing was like a tough love kind of thing. Like, you grown, you don't need, like, positive reinforcement, but like
who said that?
You did. We had this whole conversation.
I said you're grown. You don't need positive reinforcement.
I'm paraphrasing. Like
yeah, you got paraphrasing. That sounds harsh. But go ahead, finish.
Basically, I asked you to like give me credit for like the stuff that I do and not talk, you know, like down on me when I don't do it, or you know at least balance it out. And you was basically like the takeaway was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know how else to paraphrase it. I don't remember your exact words, but I just remember feeling like, oh shit, like he really not gonna like give me credit for the stuff that I do. So you know, it's ironic that you saying that. But
this wasn't what I was talking about, but just a reminder.
That's a horrible thing.
I just had to remind you.
H&M, the shirt says the coolest monkey in the jungle.
Yeah.
And they got a little black boy modeling the fucking shirt. It's just a tad distasteful. Like of all the stuff they could have got him to model, like they had to like do that one. Like, cause my thing is, you know, I don't think it's purposeful, or at least I hope that it's not
like
purposeful.
One of those purposeful things.
But I don't know. It's just bad taste. Like these corporate people need like a. Who was we talking about? Oh, Dave Chappelle. He was saying he bring one of his like hood niggas to like every like big corporate meeting or whatever, you know, just as a like, you know, buffer, kind of like, you know, make sure stuff ain't going weird and coonish and stuff. But like every company needs a person like that on their roster. Like, I don't know, it'd be like, that's probably not a good idea to have this little black boy modeling the coolest monkey in the jungle shirt.
Find it. But the thing I was looking for was like this thing, and it was like this girl like had a whole thread, and it went kind of viral in a way.
I love Twitter threads.
Yeah, but she was like, men stop being mad at your girl when she cheat on you. Like you should allow your girl to like, you know, do her thing. Her thing was don't lose a good girl because she cheated.
Okay.
I mean, that's it. And I was thinking, I read it. It was a whole thread. I ain't going to get to what every fucking thing was about. But she was like, you know, basically, sometimes the females are very sexual. Their monogamy doesn't work with humans because we're actually animals type shit. If you were giving her what she needed at home, maybe she wouldn't have to. Fellas, sometimes don't you offer your girl a threesome with some guy that's sexy type thing to keep her happy. But basically she was like, don't lose a good woman over because she cheated. And I was thinking like, damn, if females thinking like that now, this world is over. Like completely. And then just to see like responses and shit, and I'm like, oh shit, good thing y'all still the minority. Or maybe they're not, because there's a lot of single females out here who probably live with this thought process that's just alone. Like,
my issue with that is like, I don't know, like I don't have any like qualms about like a woman that's really like deep into her sexuality, whatever. Like I don't have a problem with that. But my thing is like, first of all, I don't know, I guess it is females out there, but like from my understanding, like the most of the time, like when men cheat, it's physical, and when women cheat, it's emotional.
I don't know about that no more.
I mean, obviously, because obviously a lot of females, like this is news to me as well.
Oh yeah.
But like to me,
but you could be
when I heard that,
you can see that.
The
way the pool is of women now that's out there that you just
like not a
see.
like I can
see
I can see the females that are like living their life, like not in a long term like relationship. Like I don't see those females. I know there are a lot of females now that are like, like I don't belong to nobody, like the Nolas of the world. You know what I mean? Like, I get that. I've seen that. But like, where I was with her is like, let me finish.
I mean, I was just thinking in my head, if you had something, it was like, God said you should let him cheat, and I was like, I was with him.
No, I mean, honestly,
until he said,
look. This is what I'm saying. I was with her as far as like, guys cheat and women are expected to be like the ride or die, stick around, like let him figure his shit out, whatever. And get their ego back together. But when a girl cheats, a guy can't deal with that, so it's over. Like a dude can't deal with a female cheating. And to me, that's a double standard. Where I was with her, like if women are expected to like let their guys cheat and figure it out, like women should be,
allowed that same luxury.
Basically.
But who's the real one in that situation? If the guy like leaves his girl after she cheats, I mean, that makes kind of more sense. I get it, like, stick out, ride or die, but like,
it's not, because the thing
that don't make more sense though. And it's a problem. For real, it's probably a lot of guys that would still stay with their woman even if she cheated.
To me, this is my thing. I think it takes more courage. It takes more courage to forgive and move on than it does to like, I'm hurt, I'm cutting you out. Like, to me, that's the easy thing. That's the human thing. That's the first thing you want to do. So to me, I think it's more like, not that you have to, because it's totally okay if they cheat, you fucking leave. Like, I'm not saying that's a lesser choice, but I'm saying it's harder, and it like, I don't know. I think it teaches you more as a person about who you are, who other people are, by like figuring out how to forgive. So I don't know, like it's easy to leave after somebody cheats. Like that's always the first, it's self-preservation. Like, you hurt me, like cut it out. You know what I mean? Like, cut that person out your life or whatever. But I think it's way more women that will stay with their dude after they cheat than it is men that will stay with their women after they cheat. Yeah. Because honestly, I talked about this all the time, like obviously to other females, but I think like women are used to their ego being like smash, taking the bath, throw it out in the trash. Like, we used to like our ego being trampled on. You know what I mean? Like, some women literally lay down their ego for their dude, because we're supposed to be like the yielding, like, dude is the king kind of shit, whatever. But I don't think men are as able to deal with like that crush to their ego as like a woman is. Like, obviously every woman is not, doesn't take that easily either, but comparative wise, I think women are way more used to their ego being bruised than like a dude is.
How many men you think know that their women are cheating on them?
I think men always know.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's men out there, a lot of men who know their women are cheating, but won't say anything just to not
feel that vulnerability.
Yeah, to go through that.
I agree.
So men would stay with their woman when they cheating.
Yeah.
He convinced himself that she cannot be cheating, but in the little speck in his brain, he know.
I think humans know. Like humans know. I think when guys know, it's more of a I don't know, like a practicality. Like women, it's an intuition. Like you could be like thinking about cheating, and the woman would feel it. You know what I mean? But I think the guy noticed when the women start acting different. You know what I mean? Well, obviously women notice when they do start acting different. But I think our intuition cuts in sooner than like the dude knowing. But if we want to talk about like the dude knowing and like just kind of convincing himself. How do I feel about that?
Because if this is the case, if this is the pool of women we have swimming around these days.
That makes me sad.
It is kind of sad, but I see it. Like, I'm not shocked by that. Like, I see it. Like, you can tell how women are acting like men nowadays. And not like in a, I don't know, testosterone kind of way, but they have these masculine traits.
Like niggas get money.
Yeah, and they ain't making no money. So they just like a nigga. These bitches broke. These bitches be the brokest broke. And be asking for the world, don't bring nothing to the table but an Instagram profile. But, you know, women can't live with them, can't live without them.
Yeah, I'm not. What I was gonna get to is like, is it more courageous to like not confront it?
No, hell no. The courageous part of be getting your feelings crushed. The courageous part of be, I have to know. And you have to tell me. That's the courageous part. Hearing it is way worse. But the crazy part about hearing it, once you hear it, the voices in your head of like wonder stops.
That's true.
So the courageous part would be just be like, but when is a guy gonna do that? You think a guy doesn't talk about his feelings? Jesus Christ, like, you think he gonna ask his woman that, like, or because then women gonna lie. Like nobody's gonna say they're cheating the first time, like the out, like you cheating, yeah. Like that never happens in history of life. So like,
I feel you.
I don't know.
I feel you with that. The next step, though, I think is like you ask a dude why he cheated, and it'll be like, I don't know, like I fucked up, like I don't know. But I think a woman would be like, well, I was feeling like this, and you did this, and that one day that happened, and I just couldn't take it, and like this person did this, and like.
Does it matter though?
Dang.
Does it matter?
My friend I was riding with was talking about when she cheated, because her man was always at work and she was bored.
I don't think it makes sense.
And that's the worst excuse ever.
That is pretty bad one.
I don't think it's better, but I think as far as like growing as a person, it's better to know why you did something than to just be like, I don't know, I fucked up. How did you fuck up? What caused you to fuck up? Like, what was the build up to get
niggas
there?
ain't got time to be going to therapy sessions and
nigga, if I gotta go to therapy because you cheated,
I'm just saying.
No,
you can't push that on a person.
I mean,
a person's gonna.
True. They'll get to it at their own time.
When they get to it, like that's when you make shit worse. Like you can't hound a person to tell you how they feel. That'll never work. Like women can do that shit.
That's what I was saying.
Women can. You ain't gotta. You can be like, girl, you look like you had a bad day. What's going on? And then somebody honked at me in the car.
It's courageous to like.
Fly wouldn't leave me alone. Like it'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like that's why y'all need female friends. Don't no man want to like. Do you ever open the door? You ever like open a room door and see some shit you weren't supposed to see and just close it back, like on movies and shit. It'd be like an orgy going on. Like, oh, didn't mean to go in there. That's how it is when you ask a woman like, oh my gosh, you look like something's wrong. What's going on? And like you open that door to ask her that, and then like all these skeletons just start falling. You're like, oh shit, I didn't mean to. Jumanji, this motherfucker, like
your
sucking you
job?
in. Is it my job? See that those type of titles, those are like weird.
To me,
I'm not
I just feel
comfortable
like
with those
if you
as
don't
that,
want to
like,
hear what your partner is going through,
let me go ahead into work.
Give me
if you
your
don't want to
burdens,
hear what
baby.
if you don't want to hear what your partner
Punch the
is
clock.
going through, I think you should be single.
No. You're right. I do want to hear it, but
You don't want to hear it. You don't.
because the truth is, I don't want to hear nobody's problems. To be truthfully honest, like I don't want to hear anyone's problems. But since we in this, I know that's what that's
your job.
That's the compromise. I gotta hear a little bit of this, cause she know I'm gonna tune out after. You know how you talk about
I don't even
tone?
know that they
You
know
know-
my problems no more.
It's tone. You know how you talk about tone all the
Yeah.
time? The tone of it, I don't know, because I can have a conversation with somebody being regular in this kind of talk, like this tone, and we can talk about it. But if you like, I can't, like, my system is like, can you talk like an adult?
Don't say that.
How many times
Like,
have I said that though?
A lot. Like that shit pisses me off because that's sorry I'm loud, but it really does piss me off because it makes it seem like adults not allowed to have emotions. Like that's why niggas have fucking anger problems and shit because they weren't allowed to like feel emotions. And I also think it's a black thing. Like
of course.
you're not like I wasn't even allowed like if I was upset and wanted to cry, like I wasn't even allowed to go in my room and close the door. Like my grandma
You fought
would be
too hard
like,
out of slavery.
my grandma would be like, open that door. Like, that's retarded. Like, I hate how, and that's why adults be going crazy and shit, committing suicide, because they're not allowed to, like, feel anything. Or, like, America in 2017.
That's not.
My point is, I hate for somebody to say if you're upset or you're sad, it's like, that's immature. Like, where you do it, maybe a problem of like immaturity or you know whatever, but like to feel something is not.
No, it's no problem with that. But it's more read the room kind of thing. Like I'm very big. No, yeah, it is. It is.
Like if something is upsetting me so much, like nobody wants to cry. Like nobody like.
Some people.
Women that get out of tickets or, you know, then maybe that. But, like, nobody wants, like, to me, like, something has to be really, really, really wrong for me to, like, cry in public. Like, not in my, like, house, but, like, outside of the house. Like, niggas don't even think I have emotions. Like, but when I get home and I'm around somebody that I love and I'm comfortable with, like, me showing you my emotions, that's fucking privilege. Like, don't nobody get to see me fucking cry or be sad or, like, none of that shit. But, like, if I cry around you, that means that I really, really, really fuck with you. So, for somebody to, like, judge me in that moment or judge anybody in that moment, to me, is just distasteful. I don't know. And it might just be the way.
I don't think it's, I guess it is judging, but I ain't saying don't cry. I'm not saying.
But if I'm crying and somebody is not thinking, like, I don't know, like, damn, this must be really, if you're thinking, like, oh God, I wish he would stop. Like that makes me like.
Yeah, but I think that about when everyone's talking.
I know, and also I think it's a man thing. Like men, like women's tears are like not kryptonite because it don't make y'all weak. It make y'all like very uncomfortable. Like you should see a dude's face. Like when somebody's crying in the room, like they start itching and like getting hives. Like it's the weirdest shit ever. Like y'all mad uncomfortable by that. And I also think it's because like you know the black. Male experience, like y'all, like when a kid is a baby and he fucking skinned his knee and hurt like shit, he'd be like, man up, like what the fuck does that mean? Like they not, I don't know.
It means somebody ain't always gonna be there to wipe your tears. These are things you still gotta.
But that don't mean that
we're not telling
them.
No. But we're instilling a trait that needs to be instilled. How else they gonna get that trait inside of them?
What trait are you referring to?
That somebody's not always gonna be there when you bump your knee. Sometimes you gotta deal with your problems because the kids they think that their parents gotta solve the issue. If like a 2-year-old bumps his knee and scrapes his knee, it looks up to his parents to be like, save me, do something with this. And that's fine. But at a certain point they gotta have traits in them that when they do scrape their knee that I can handle this on my own. I could get the Band-Aid myself.
But usually when parents say that, it's saying stop crying right now.
Because it's the only way you can instill that. It's a harsh way, I'll give you that. But how else would you instill that into a child?
I'm with you on the lesson, but to me, telling them to stop crying right now is something completely different than instilling that lesson. When you say
It's
stop
the same
crying
thing.
right now, you're not allowed to cry. Like, I think you can cry and wipe your own tears. Like, that's a skill. I agree with you, but I think saying stop crying right now is saying you're not allowed to feel emotion.
It's just the only way to teach them that. Like, yeah, it's the only way. Like, it's the only way I feel you can teach a human that. Like, how else would a human know to be self-sufficient?
I think it's a.
They don't. That's not something you just learn.
I
like,
think that's
something you have to be pushed. You have to be pushed to be self-sufficient.
Even fucking chores or like let him like do his.
But
own
that
shit.
don't. But that don't. Chores is not fucking
I
failure. Like, when you scrape your knee, you failed at something. Like, it's something like
You failed at walking.
Yeah. Get your walking together, B. Or some shit. Like, you gotta. These things have to be instilled in them.
To me,
like, I get it. I get how harsh it sounds. Like, get up, stop crying. And I do agree that that's something that's instilled, I guess, in a African American male. Like, we always taught them not to cry and get up and man up and blah blah blah. And there's negative things with that too. Like, I agree with you on that, but I think the positives outweigh the negatives.
I feel you. The difference to me is like
even if
you don't
do that,
have
they
to
don't
like
have to
do
be
you don't have to do the mom
emotionless.
thing and be like, oh my gosh, pick up, are you okay? Like, dust off everything. It could be like, all right, you know, like, it's okay. Like, you know, you're allowed to feel the way you feel. Like, next time, just slow down. Like, I don't.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Like that's.
But we just get into the era where parents could do that. That wasn't existing in before.
That's why niggas emotionally crippled and shit, because they wasn't allowed.
But
to
that's
feel.
why we more well self-sufficient than.
Some.
I'm talking about compared to the new generation of kids.
True. Okay.
Like, we're way more self-sufficient than they were.
That's true.
We're way more comfortable with failure and, like, yeah, absolutely.
I feel you.
And that's come from nigga man up. Like, that don't. It's a different. And then to a little boy, he wants to man up. Cause if his dad says, "Yo, get up, scrape your knee, man up, you're gonna be fine, right?" Where the little boy said, "Yeah, I am." It's like a proud thing. Like, it's a.
I get that,
it affects the heart a little bit.
I get that, and
I get
with
what you're
that,
saying.
I'm just saying, like, I just don't like stop crying. Like, I think you can man.
I think
up
that's
and
just
get
like the
yourself
first thing that
together.
comes out. Like, you know how humans, we
don't want people to cry around us.
No, we just blurt stupid shit out sometimes without thinking. Like, I want you to stop crying. Stop crying.
Yeah, I'm with you on everything. Like, I'm with you on everything besides like just saying stop crying or like, I don't know. It's like a trigger thing about me. Like, adults, everybody's allowed to be angry. Everybody's allowed to be upset. Everybody's allowed, you know.
America teaches you not though, cause it's.
I know.
Like on How I Met Your Mother, like, you ain't been in New York until you cry on the train type shit. Like, why the fuck would I ever cry on the train? Like, emotions. I get it, but you know, these niggas gotta man up. At the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I just you know what I was saying earlier. Like,
what is the female equivalent of man up? Like, what does your mother say to you when you, like, what do females get told? Woman up. Superpowers. Like,
you don't get told that.
Damn.
Like, maybe when you
but y'all need one though.
I know when you an adult and like, you know, a dude did you dirty or something, you gotta like bounce back. They'll be like, I don't know.
It's too late then.
Yeah,
you
I know.
already are who you
that's
are.
What I'm saying. Like, women are like more allowed to like feel what they want to feel, and I think that's why like we're always just more in tune with our emotions, like how we're feeling.
Just because we getting over stuff don't mean we're not in tune. I think that makes us very in tune. Now I get they say like men compress a lot of shit, but
I think if you ask a man like how they feel or why they're feeling like that, it's way harder for them to come up with like that. Like, their thing is just like, I'm just upset. It's not like, well, you know.
It's not harder to come up with. I just don't think we feel like going deep into that.
I feel it.
Like, we literally just don't feel like
thing. Like, I get it. Like,
speaking it. Like,
yeah.
Me saying I'm good is like, you know what that means. like I don't need whatever you think I need. I don't need. And that's what women like that's one of my problems with women. Like y'all like.
Yeah. I know.
Like don't.
Cause my thing is like I know.
Don't get. Like they just like I know something's wrong. What is it?
Well, one is like we're in tune kind of people. Like we can feel something's wrong with you even if you don't say it. So I'm not asking you to say like when you say or when a man says like I'm good, like I hear like I'm going to be good, and like that's cool. Like I get it, but that don't mean that you good right now. Like, and if a dude be like. If y'all were like, you know, on point with the communication wise and you really wanted your girl to leave you alone so you can like stew in it and get over it, would be like, I just don't want to talk about it right now. Or like, you know, I'm processing.
When would that ever work, first of all? Let's be realistic here.
It depends on what level of the conversation you in. Like
the beginning, when the guy says, I'm good.
If a dude is sad and a girl comes to you and say like, oh baby, what's wrong? Like, you know, like what's going on? If you say like, you know, like, you know, everything's not okay, but I don't feel like talking about it right now. Like,
I don't believe that.
Because most of the time when dudes say that, they don't actually want to talk about it later. Like y'all just
we don't. We can diagnose our problem. We know our problem. We know what we got. We're thinking about how we're gonna get through this problem, and then we're gonna get through the problem. We don't need like the outside person. Because we know what was the cause of it, and we're gonna find out the solution.
I get it, but we wouldn't be a woman if we didn't ask. Like, all we need to know is like you need to be by yourself, or like you need to
appreciate that.
We need to go in your man cave. Like for me, like, and it may be selfish. Like I don't need you to talk about it. I just need to know that it's like if it's anything I can do. Like if it's nothing I can do, I don't give a fuck what you do. You can not talk about it. You can leave. You can like take whatever the fuck you want to do.
It's easier said than done.
I know, but I think it's more of a like dudes don't know how to like. It could come off like I'm upset at you by saying that like, you know, I just need time. Like you being in tune with your emotions is like, you know, like I said before, like, you know, I'm dealing with it. I just need some space right now, rather than like I'm good. Like just leave me alone. Like that's
the fifth time though.
That's not. It's not.
Because you're missing out a big portion of the story.
It's
the
not.
The portion you're running over is skimming over is the fact that we said we were good 10 minutes ago.
But if you're still not acting good, get out. Go somewhere. Like don't put that.
Or just say that. If you say that could solve things.
If the girl say that to the guy.
Like, yo, why don't you go out, get some air? Don't like. That's never been said ever by any female in any relationship. Why don't you go out and get some air?
That's true, and you know that's I don't know. We didn't think about that. Like, I'm taking.
First of all, they don't even want you to leave without them. Where you going?
The thing is, like,
as soon as they get you out of the house, you're like, shit, I got him.
If I ask you,
to leave.
If I ask, because we think y'all gonna cheat, because y'all so fucking. I don't know, emotionally retarded. Like, I'm so sad. I need a girl on my dick.
This is how they think our mindset is. Everything revolves around.
That's how y'all act.
We could be going through real life shit, be like, oh, he about to go cheat. This nigga about to go bankrupt.
That's when y'all do the most fuck shit.
What?
Like when y'all going through shit, that's when y'all do the most fuck shit. And that's 100%.
When do females do the most fuck shit? Forever?
We do the most fuck shit when we feel like. Every time I talk to him, he's not trying to listen to me, so I'm gonna do something.
Not according to these new girls.
I can't vouch.
She was bored.
That's retarded.
I'm bored.
That's
you watching Paid in Full again. I'm bored.
Like a better way, like not to say there's a better reason, but a better way to have said that is like I feel he makes me feel like his work is more important to me. Which bitch, she gotta pay the bills, but you know that's a whole nother thing. But like as a female, like. That would be, I don't know, like a better way. Maybe she don't feel like that. Maybe she really just was bored. But like, I can't vouch for the female that says that. I can vouch for the female that says like, he makes me feel like his work is more important to me.
So are we admitting that the female dog ratio is evening up with the men dog ratio?
I mean, I guess I can't. If it's more females.
I don't think
doing
those ones are in relationships.
Those are the worst ones though, because you know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't have.
You know what they're doing? They're manipulating so many men. You know how gullible a man is.
I'm about to say to me that's like.
Pretty gullible.
We're gullible.
Yeah, I know.
She could We're so gullible.
I call it stealing souls. Like it's a lot of bitches that stealing souls.
Cause y'all some witches.
Oh, I know.
On brooms. You see them at night. Flying.
See, that's not even the real kind of witch.
Those are the ones I'm talking about. Bitches flying on brooms and shit. You can see them at night.
We got stones. And
Check
we
it
got fucking.
That's the new era shit. The bitch be extra spiritual is just to cover up her wholeness. I'm in touch with my chakras.
That's not true because I do know.
Bitch, you a slut. On the rocks. Bitch, a whole drink out here, just a slut on the rocks. Like, come on, man. I'm entertained. They excuses. I'm in touch with my sexuality and self. That I don't get confined.
To me, it's levels. Like one, like to be unapologetic enough to not like live by like if a female does what a girl do, she's a slut, but a dude's allowed to do it. Like I think it's a level of that. But I think when you really a goddess, like when you surpass the like whole spirituality side, it's like that your shit is.
You can't come out on the other side unless you was a hoe.
Stages to this.
Yeah, you gotta go through the whole phase of spirituality. It's just inevitable.
No, that's not true. But
to be the full goddess that you could be.
Or I'll say two different
the
demographics.
Phoenix of goddess.
Like the two different demographics. Like the way I think about it, right? Like
can I ask you a question? So if it's two demographics, is it like an ultimate hoe and then an ultimate like nice girl? Like if you build enough levels through both.
No, if
like
you want
damn girl,
no,
if there's so many niggas, you at the top.
No.
You get the big stone.
No. No. The thing is, and this
the
is
Erykah Badu joint.
This is mad spiritual and technical, but like you have the chakra system, right? Like the lowest vibrational one is like it's red and it's like it's in your sexual center. Like so I think like those this is a weird way to put it, but those joints at the carnival when you like smack the thing and then the little joint go up to the top or whatever. Like the bottom tier of spirituality is like sexual stuff. Like being in tune with your sexuality and like like that kind of stuff. The top of it is like your brain shit, like the shit that you like download and like I look at that as like the Erykah Badu's. Like even when she was on that show and they was like asking like how you keep all this men, like she didn't say like I fucked the shit out of them. She said I listen to them. That's some crown chakra shit. Like that's some advanced like. You reach your height of wholeness. It's not the height of wholeness. I listen to them. It's not the height. It's not the height of wholeness. It's like once you get past the sexual part, you get past your past. You get past. So you don't think Erykah Badu fucking these niggas? I mean, she a woman like. What's that mean? People fuck. Like that's an adult kind of. It's just what happens. I'm not like. I'm just saying it's a demographic of women who like use that to control niggas, and it's a demographic of women. I don't know. I just think that her mental game is the ultimate catch. I don't know. I mean, obviously she got like bomb vagina, but because obviously the listening ain't keeping them around long. I think they're keeping them around as long as they're supposed to be around. That's the whole shit I ever heard. It's not. It's like a pimp. I'm keeping them around as long as I need to keep them around. It's a reason for a season. Like when you really. It's a reason for a season. Oh my god. People think that people are supposed to. It's a reason for a season. Like people think that people are supposed to be in their lives forever, and it causes you mad heartbreak. But if you look at people, it's like, oh, this like people in your life is seasons, and anything that happens is for a reason. Like that was all I was saying. Like, not to say that wasn't the case with her, but like I think when you really advance, like you don't own people. Like people they don't belong to you. Like they come into your life. I said when you really advance. Like I haven't reached that level of advancement. Like. I haven't got there, but like when you really advance, like people don't belong to you. What if you advance, and you know that people belong to you? They don't. They can't.
Okay.
Shit. Niggas selling hoes all over the place.
Hold up. What are we talking about here? I'm confused.
You said R. Kelly's, that just threw me into a whole nother spit out. But we talking about what you're talking
like
about.
Love, like if you really in the advanced stage of love, it's not ownership. Like, it's like where we live now on the earth.
These
and
marriage
where
papers says something different.
That's a partnership. On paper,
Depends
it don't.
Depends on how we work this contract
It doesn't
out.
be like that in real life, but like, marriage isn't, the contract of marriage isn't ownership, it's partnership. We split everything. Joint accounts. Like, it's not like I have the account and I'm gonna put you on it. It's a joint account. Like, I'm not saying that real life marriage isn't ownership. Like, that's kind of how it like, comes out to, because I think if you're on that advance, you're not supposed to be.
If I put a ring on it, like Beyonce said, you own it.
That wasn't a thing until the 70s.
I don't give a fuck what it is. It's 2018. It's in. It's a thing.
I get it. I'm not saying that it's like that's the most prevalent version of love, marriage, all that ownership. I get it, but when you really advance, you don't own people. Like, they here to teach you a lesson. They it's.
I agree with you. I don't think we own people, but I do think we own people. If that makes sense.
I think everybody is on a more earthly plane where we own people, or we feel like we own people, or like that. If I say I love you, that, I don't know, you have to say it back. We own each other. Like, it's a thing. But like I said, I haven't reached that level of advancement where like ownership isn't a thing. You know what I mean? Or like, I don't know, like, and at that level, like, there isn't jealousy, there isn't territorialness. Like, it's none of that stuff. But like, obviously, a lot of people aren't there. But like, I aspire to be there.
You're still in your 20s.
Yeah, I aspire to be there. I also think it's like a personality thing too. But like I said, I aspire to be there. But
case in point, there's a bunch of hoes out here, man. Hope y'all get it together soon.
Oh, that reminds me. I think it's because of the fuckboy epidemic.
Oh, what you wanted me to say something about a fuckboy epidemic?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. You think I'm gonna?
I think, and we talked about this a little bit, but it was like more political. But I think there's cycles of like extreme male energy and extreme female energy, and I think we're just getting out of the extreme male energy, which created all these women that treat dudes how dudes treat women. Yeah, I think I said that right. I can't hear myself, so I don't know. But
like it is just don't work.
No, I don't.
I didn't even just hear myself just now.
But I think it's remnant of like the extreme male energy that we're just getting out of. I think that's why there's an epidemic of, like, obviously males are gonna feed off the male energy, so it became like this fuckboy epidemic where like being in a relationship wasn't cool, or like talk about all the girls you had. It's like
it's never going nowhere.
I mean, it's levels of popularity. Like, it was the pimp era where that was cool, and then it was like, I don't know, like the 90s where it was like a whole bunch of R&B dudes, and then now it's back where like, I got this bitch and this bitch. Like, I'm not saying that it ever went away, but the popularity of it changes. Or like how we was just talking about how like, those songs back then, like, obviously they were still talking about fucking bitches, but it was like, I don't know, you light up my life, or some shit like that. But now it's
game
like,
is game.
I get it. I'm not saying like that stuff is always around, but the level of it, or like the way you talk about it.
So you blaming us for females being fucked up? See, I look at it different.
You always go to blame.
I blame the female for making the fuckboy, the so-called fuckboy epidemic.
How?
If y'all the goddesses of the world and y'all have controlled everything, y'all, it's a man's world, but it's nothing without a woman. Y'all make everything happen. We just reacting to y'all.
We make y'all cheat.
It's a lot of more things being a fuckboy than cheating, Tanya.
That's more what I'm talking about.
But you should just put the cheating epidemic.
I mean, more about like their
because it's fuckboys that
their
don't.
Regard
it's
of
just
women.
Fuckboys.
Their regard of women. Like, there's a fuckboy that's like.
We only treat you how you want to be treated. Like, you can't treat a woman wrong without her like. A woman. Yeah, it's true. Like, we human, so we gonna do whatever you allow us to do to you. That's just how we work.
No, I get it, but like.
So what do you ask if this is the fuckboy epidemic? What do you call the women?
The reaction.
Y'all the creators.
Yes, I know, but we not the fucking. We still on Earth. We ain't fucking goddesses. Like,
I know. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that y'all cause fuckboys. Y'all promote fuckboys. Y'all, a fuckboy, it's true.
It's not.
A guy would be, if it was a bunch of, women are the cause of everything.
That's
the way true. The world, it is.
That's not true.
It is. It wouldn't be fuckboys if it wasn't women condoning fuckboys. Because if shit not cool, we just don't do it. Guys are followers. Like, we only do what women want us to do.
But
we only dress how women want us to dress.
Because other dudes...
We eat what women want us to eat.
If another dude is saying that this is cool, then the other dude is going to do it because they, like, I get it, they competing for the women, so they might do what another dude did because the woman is there to compete about. But I don't think women are, like, making dudes not respect women. I don't think they're going out here telling them to cheat. I don't think they're going out here telling them that it's cool to, like, not take care of their family.
She just said women... Guys, you shouldn't leave a good girl because she cheated on you. You literally telling the guy, oh, I can cheat too. You're literally... You saying you don't think women are out here making guys do these things. And I'm saying there's a whole fleet of women.
She wouldn't have had to say let women cheat too if niggas wasn't cheating first.
I don't agree with that. I just don't know about that. Because women are sexual creatures.
I get it, but... Are we also sapiosexual? Well, most of us anyway. I don't know. I'm not saying that women aren't sexual, but we can't see like, oh, that dude got a really good peck. Like, let me fuck him. It still has to be some type of mental thing to it.
I don't know about that these days. Maybe.
I'm saying like men don't have boobs or asses.
But
like,
they do got Ferraris.
I guess. I mean,
they do got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
But you know what it is about the Ferraris? You know what it is about the Ferraris? It's like niggas that have those. No, niggas that have those like are more confident, like because of the way that y'all look at cars, or like the way that y'all feel like women look at cars. Yeah,
guys don't get cars because of guys.
But like if it was about if women liked cars, they would be the ones driving the Ferraris.
No.
Like that we like the way.
Because that's not the image.
But
you're
missing what I'm saying. Like the reason why females like men with cars is because men with cars have this like really weird like confidence. Like it's the way that you carry yourself when you feel like you have everything you want in life. Like I think that's
who's still condoning it?
What you mean?
Who's still condoning it?
Condoning what?
Because if the guy got the car right, and women didn't pay attention to him, he would take the car back. His ego's boosted. Like, his ego's boosted because these women are flocking. It ain't because
his ego boosted because he got.
It's fuckboys with Ferraris that's driving this. He ain't got no game. He ain't got confidence.
But he feel like because he have a car, he's killing shit.
No, he feels that the women are flocking. No. That he's killing.
I mean, we could talk about it all day. It's what came first, the chicken or the egg?
The car is the bait. If the women didn't attract, if the fish, if the fish didn't eat the bait, we gotta change the bait.
But I'm saying if it was just the car, then females will get cars. It's the way the dude feels about himself after he get the car.
I was gonna say something very sexist, but I'm just gonna keep it to myself.
I'm not in the right emotional mood right now to take that and laugh, because I'm sure it would have been funny.
I don't think it might. It's very sexist.
But I think, like, you know, if we talk about, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna keep calling dudes down because
I'm just saying rude, y'all wild. Y'all fuck girls because y'all condone these fuck boys.
We don't condone it. Like it's not a condone it. Like it's. I mean maybe.
So like, you think men are just who they are because who they are?
I think it's cool. I think it's cool right now. I think it's so women think a dude that fucking run through bitches is cool. Like,
yes, they absolutely. This is the whole fucking voila about the whole thing. The women love the.
We think dogs are sexy.
Yes, that's why bitches love puppies. Bitches love. Me taking it a little bit.
What?
But I was trying to stretch the metaphor out. I was trying to stretch the metaphor out, but yes, oddly, women love the dogs. Like as a D-Max would say, women love the dog.
I think.
Period. It's a weird dynamic. It's a total weird dynamic.
From now on, and the rest of life, or the rest of like the time that like this is gonna be a thing, I'm separating it. Like I won't say that you're wrong, cause like I don't know, you might be right, but
I think I stumbled onto something. I don't know.
Let me finish.
Okay.
You give yourself praise and pat yourself on the back and shit. But like,
I got to.
I don't know those women personally. I say personally. I don't know those women first.
Okay,
personally.
we'll talk off camera.
I don't know those women personally, so I'm just like I'll give you there may be fuck girls out here, because to me, if a female likes a dog that's fucking retarded, if you think a dude that has multiple bitches is retarded, I think you got low self-esteem.
I don't think,
and you don't respect yourself enough to know that you belong, like you should have.
How many women respect themselves though? They won't be strippers. I said, how many women out here respect themselves? That's why I said
from now on, I'm breaking it up. Like, I'll give you the fuck girls. Like, I'll give you that. Like, that they exist, but they are mad separate from most of the women that I know. Or maybe it's just me because I hang around with like females that are like me. But like
So you ain't got no hoe friends.
I don't have no hoe friends. I barely have friends.
Yeah, I was about to say friends is a strong word.
I know a lot of.
You know some hoes though, right?
Yeah. I guess
changes everything.
Because I don't like.
Nigga, you know if somebody.
I don't know a lot of females that are like having sex with a lot of dudes.
But I know Los Angeles. Females.
But I'm not in the fucking room when they have sex.
Yeah, I know, but you know.
When you say hoe,
I'm not in the room with Tony.
You know how I am
but
about.
I know he fucking.
You know how I am about definitions. Like I'm going off the like. If I see a female that's always posting herself naked, like I'll give you those girls. Like, but
those ain't the ones that's freaks. Those.
I don't even know if those are the girls fucking people. Like I don't know. I'm not in the room with these girls. But like I said, I'll give you the fuck girls, but I just need it to be separate. Like I don't.
From what?
From the females that are not fuck girls, like the females that respect themselves.
Oh yeah,
and
we can do that.
That's all I'm asking.
But y'all getting tainted. Y'all drinking the water.
Stop. This is what I'm talking about.
I ain't talking about you though.
I know, but I need you to talk respond like say specifically the fuck girls.
I am the fuck girls. I did the fuck girls.
Just now you didn't, but
no, I said. I said they're separated. I agree with you, but it's a lot of poison getting in the river stream that's flow over to, you know how Springfield and the other town is right next to it, and their water supply was like, it's a lot of the Mr. Burns oozing into the river that's going over to the good girl side. I'm just saying.
I don't need you to say anything. Like,
it's a podcast.
We separated. I don't care about that demographic of girls. Don't bring them up around me.
You just brought up a whole fuckboy epidemic topic.
I know, because
as soon as I start talking about the fuck girls, it gets a little.
You know how I talk
it gets
about,
a little.
You come into a fucking breast cancer rally talking about colon cancer. We ain't talking about
nigga, I'll never be at a rally supporting going on guys like
this. Just in
this.
case I didn't make myself clear, I think it's a lot of females, they've been hurt over and over and over, and they say, well, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to treat niggas how they treat me. And voila, the fuck girl epidemic. But we ain't going to get back into that.
I think it's a guy. Guys was tired of getting fucked over, and then they became the fuckboys.
Y'all don't even know we all getting cheated on. Y'all ain't getting fucked.
We know. See, that's the fucked up whole fight.
I'm joking. I brought it like that. Or at least y'all not trying to like confront when y'all are. But anyway.
I'm just saying, y'all women are the cause of everything guys do. So whatever you think our problem is, you need to look at yourself in the mirror.
I don't need to look at myself do nothing.
You need to look at yourself in the mirror.
Fuck girl.
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking to the.
I know. I asked you to be specific from now on, so I can't.
I didn't know I had to change my whole fucking way of speaking. Pronoun. But
because I don't want to be associated with.
Speaking of women,
talk about what's up.
Black women, what y'all doing out here? How y'all gonna go on Michael B. Jordan for supposedly dating them?
Yeah, it had to be just black women.
Of course, it was just black women. They ain't even a guess.
This is another thing I can't vouch for. Like, what the fuck? First of all, Black Panther. You go ahead. Sorry.
Women on Twitter and social media in the world talking about protesting Black Panther because Michael B. Jordan is dating a white girl.
I swear to God, a white man came up with this.
Black women running with it though.
They are.
No matter who
came up I was telling Davon when we talked about this, it's like it's always when it's about to be a big, powerful black movie, it's always something come out that they know black people's gonna get behind and be like, oh, we can't see this movie. They didn't want us to see the movie in the first place, so they're gonna drop pictures.
But you know how dumb that is. Like
it is. I mean,
he's in a movie called Black Panther. And he's dating a white woman?
That's so retarded. Like, first of all, do you know what acting is? Like, his actual life is so separate from him fucking being in the Black Panther.
Black Panther.
So
Black Panther
retarded.
means to the black community.
I get it, but like
He always has to be the Black Panther.
He's not even a black Panther.
he's not even the main person. Like, it's so retarded.
Oh,
Like,
He's just in it.
it's the most retarded thing I ever heard of. Like, he can't have, and I think she was Latina, but like, he can't. Why the fuck would he be able to date a Latina just because he's in the fucking Black Panther movie? Like, that's the most retarded shit I ever heard.
Black women hate black men dating outside their race, but black women love white guys and Mexican guys.
Let's not get back into this because
We didn't even get into that.
I'm not on this show, but we've talked about it before.
Oh, true. I'm just saying. That's why though.
But it's not like we didn't have a problem with that before he was in Black Panther. So it's not just like him dating somebody outside their race. Otherwise, it would have been an issue before Black Panther.
I think he just started dating her.
No, I thought they saw her at some type of event with him.
Yeah, after like Black Panther shot and everything, and like it's relatively new. So now they're like, oh nigga, you can't date outside your race, and Black Panther come out in May. At least hold off.
Separate.
Hold off your love.
They
hold off your whole personal life, because we need to go see this movie and feel proud to be black.
You know that meme, or I don't know what to call it, but it was on Twitter. Like, somebody asked like, "What if Black Panther sucked?" And he was like, "We gonna ride for it till the day we die. It don't fucking matter because we got Black Panther."
I'm already ready for the days. Man, what you think of Black Panther? It was the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life.
But it's the same thing as like I was telling him, like I can't remember the movie, but the dude that Nate Parker was in, and they was like, oh, he a rapist, but he got cleared. Like, but it fucked up the whole thing. People like was like, we're not going to see that movie. Like, I think it's some like white executives like, all right, how can we get people to not watch this movie? Because we don't want black people to know how powerful they are. Like,
but even still, that has to
drop Michael B. Jordan with a Latina.
But
that look
the
white.
guy that played Nat Turner, yeah, he got acquitted, but OJ did too. So we can never like totally go with the judicial system, because it's always it's the quick one. It gets you understanding what I'm saying really fast. It's like, yeah, he was acquitted, but so like I don't really. Unless it's like drug charge.
I thought he was accused. Like, it didn't even go to trial.
I don't know.
I'll have to like refresh, but.
It went to the Supreme Court, and then it went to the Super Court.
Huh?
Not OJ.
Oh. I thought we were still on OJ. My bad.
I was like, hell no.
The guy that played Nat Turner. I don't know. Either way, the accusation is always worse than the. If somebody was like, yo, you got accused of rape, you're going to always feel weird about that guy.
You're going to always be a rapist.
It's just the nature of the game. It is whack though.
This is all I want to say. This is all I want to say about this. About the sub-genre of what we talk about right now. Like, I need... I don't know how to put this. We can't hate. We can be upset that black women are always like compared to like other women, but I don't like I don't like a black dude dating a white girl, or I don't like a black dude dating a Latina. I think we should focus on more like the marginalization of black women, and like I feel like that would get us way further than like black dudes thinking we hate like interracial relationships.
I can't believe you're still in that mindset though. Like,
I agree.
Like, people have been dating outside their race
forever.
since. Yeah, forever.
It's been a long time. Like so that the marginalization of black women can get more credit, or I don't know, we can move into like solving that. I need black women to stop just hating interracial relationships.
They probably just stop hating.
I mean that's number one, but like I just want that to be, because
that can't.
If any
that
black
ever
woman
stop though?
It's possible.
I think y'all would have to raise up another tier in like power.
The reason why
but I think y'all over black men already when it comes to power.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I think so.
Think about the fucking. Oh no, you're right.
You don't think black women are over black men in power?
It's probably because I'm thinking about in the job situation.
Yeah, it's
like
more bitches working. I said more bitches.
Oh my god.
More bitches working than men ever in higher positions.
That's what I was gonna say. It's more like female CEOs now than it's ever been. Like I get it, but when it comes to
y'all gotta reach another tier.
What I'm talking about is like in a magazine, right? Like it's way more clout on foreign bitches than it is on foreign men. Like it's a thing where like there isn't as much inclusion as far as like black women, but on the black men's side or the men's side that it's not even, it hasn't even become a thing yet. Like it's no men saying like as in the beauty realm or like media, magazines. It's not like a lot of black men saying like we don't feel represented, but it's a lot of black females like we don't feel represented, or like like the ultimate come up is like to have a white girl or to have a Latina girl. Like I don't know, it's not as much of a, I don't think a white man is as much of a like success staple as much as like a white woman is to a man. You know what I mean? But like that's the type of stuff that I want to get to. Like I don't care about this interracial relationship stuff, and I think it's so much hate to that it's taking the spotlight off of what really needs to be addressed. I don't know. But that's all I want to say. I hate this Michael B. Jordan thing because like first of all we taking credit off of fucking, it's the Black Panther. Like you know what I mean? Like we got one. Like just let it be a thing.
It's not real. It's a movie from a comic book.
Exactly.
This is not. This is what black people do. Like we put all our chips on a movie, a fucking comic book movie with black characters.
But that's how you know how little.
Bet it all on black. Like
that's how you know how little we got. Like we
base our whole life off Black Panther.
We take these small things. We take what we can get.
It's the equivalent of a white man betting his whole life on Spider-Man.
That's not a thing.
It don't even make sense.
Because they don't need it.
Hell no. And just in reality, that's the dumbest thing you can possibly do.
It's dumb that we have to, like we have
but
so little.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting to, that we have so little that we have to cling to the Black Panthers or the Nat Turner stories or like.
Or just fucking celebrities in general. Like, we cling to black entertainers more than anything. Like, like I was having a conversation with JT the other day, and we were talking about Michael Jordan and how he, JC was like, he was disappointed basically in Michael Jordan. He loves Michael Jordan because he's from Chicago, but it's always like a disappointment there for the fact that he don't do anything for the black community, really. And I was like, yeah, but I don't expect him to. Like, I don't give Michael Jordan those chips of mine to be like, oh, Michael Jordan donate Jordans to black poor people. The stuff I don't expect for people to do, they can never let me down for not doing it. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. I see you thinking a lot.
I don't know. I'm torn because...
And it's not his responsibility. Is it Michael Jordan's responsibility to be Martin Luther King?
Like, they don't put that on white people. Like, if they get rich, they don't put it on them to, like, give back to their
Steve Jobs never had that pressure.
And most of the time, like, when white people do charitable stuff, it's for their fucking taxes. It's not like they actually trying to, like, whatever. Business people. I want to say white people, but, like, corporate business people. They do that shit for a tax write-off because otherwise they're going to have to pay America so much money back. But anyway, I'm torn with that because of that. Like, they don't put the same, expectations on, like, white rich people as black rich people. But also...
We black and we ain't got you.
It also goes into the realm of, like, I don't even think Uncle Tom is the right term, but it's like if you doing something specifically that is fucking over black people as a black person,
So is Jordan not supposed to sell shoes?
No, and that's what I was getting to. Like,
niggas?
I think when you get to what I was gonna say, hold on, like that's another issue. I think to get to a certain level of like business and money, like you got to be fucking over somebody. You know what I mean? Like you got to be fucking over somebody. I don't know. I don't think there's a way. There's a level of success where I think there's not a way to get around that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's kind of like putting Michael Jordan on too big of a pedestal. You know what I mean?
Like, this nigga plays basketball, guys. That's it. like, he plays basketball. Like, he's a great, great basketball player. Like, the thing is, we have like Muhammad Ali's. So like Muhammad Ali was like the first one to be like, and we had like Jim Browns and stuff like that. We had strong black figures who actually play sports. Because winning sports, it's actually a hot thing in America.
Yeah.
Like, you could win a fucking Michael Jordan. You could be like the greatest fucking basketball player ever. And it really means something to everyone. Like, it means so much that Michael Jordan won 6, or will consider the greatest basketball player ever. Like,
a third side of it that just kind of like occurred to me is that if black people that are like on and very successful did give back, we could probably go further quicker. Like, not that we necessarily have to, or not that they necessarily have
give
to,
back
that
how,
we necessarily need it. Like,
because you can't just say money.
No. For me, it's like I don't know, if you fucking became a really famous violin person, like creating the type of programs that got you on, you know, that taught you to do the violin, you know, in the like deep inner cities. There's probably not that many like violin classes and then if it is, it'll be hard to afford it. But like, that's why, you know, how you said like sports is, no, I get it, but you know how you said sports is a thing, it's like, it's visibility. Like, one of the biggest things that's visible to like a young black man is like they're really, entertainers and sports people. But if like, you know, the people that get on and just kind of disappear from, you know, the hood, like whatever they're doing isn't visible. You know what I mean? Like,
what you mean? Like a dentist from the hood?
Yeah, or like a famous violinist. I don't know why I keep going to violinists, but like the stuff that's like not entertainment or sports, like it's not visible. Like it's I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just talking about the third side of it is like, not that black people have to, but because black people are in such a like a lower social stratus, we would get to where we should be quicker and faster if more people gave back. Not just black people, whatever. Like, if there was just more put into it. I don't know.
I get what you're saying. I agree with it to an extent. Because I still...
Yeah. It's just too many sides to
it's
it.
It's a human side to it where it's just like, nigga, you know it's a black dentist, like, now. Like, you know. Like we live in a world now where it ain't like the 90s or 80s where you just... What we saw on the screen is all we see. Like, we see so much stuff, like successful black people from shea butter, from fucking anything, like just the minuscule things. But black people, we love fucking entertainment. Like, we love sports. We love, it's in our genes, kind of. Like, we're born entertainers and born athletes. So, like, and it seems like the easiest way.
I was about to say, it's also, like, the first way we were let in.
I don't know, let in. What do you mean, let in? The
country? No, like, into, like the Jackie Robinsons, like, there weren't, like, sports and entertainment was one of the first realms where black people were accepted.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I agree with that.
So I think it's already ahead of...
There was something about the shoes, too, that you said you was going to come back to. That was another thing.
It was what you said.
About Michael Jordan, like, selling shoes. Like, when I was like, what does Michael Jordan supposed to stop selling shoes? Not people going Michael Jordan for pricing his shoes so high, and people killing each other over his shoes.
Like, whose fault is it? Basically?
How's that Michael Jordan's fault? Literally.
I don't think it's Michael...
Why do we do that as black people? Why do we look for the easy scapegoats?
Because black people have to be 3 times better. Like, Michael Jordan would have to be 3 times better than Adidas for us not to put the deaths of people trying to buy Jordans on Michael Jordan.
I don't get what you're saying.
Like, it's like we look at Apple and it's like Asian kids dying every day, but we don't look at like, you know, I don't know who runs Apple now, but when Steve Jobs did it, like we don't look at Steve Jobs like how could you sell Apple? But like because he's black, like it's his fault that black, yeah, like
okay.
he would have had to be
That's
3 times
okay.
better, you know, to like for us not to put that on him.
Still, fuck that.
Yeah, but like then we get into the realm of consumerism, like black people's thing with consumerism. Like, you know, the richest white dudes wear shitty shoes.
Because we don't have nothing, so we gotta look good.
Like that's the only.
But it's all a lie.
It is. It's weird.
It's all it's all a disguise. Like, let me wear this so
I feel like I got something.
Or you feel like I got something.
Yeah.
It ain't even about what we feel. We know we broke. We feel broke as shit. I'm thinking about taking this shit right back right now. Like, if I didn't have to stunt real fast. It's a weird. And then if a black guy dresses bummy and has money, he don't even get looked at until he gets that Ferrari. And then that girl like creep up.
It's the confidence. It's not the confidence.
No, because if you ain't got confidence, just a small thing. If you ain't got confidence, you just not gonna have confidence. Maybe we look at it different. Like, I don't think like something makes you have confidence. Either you have it or you don't.
I think that's the ideal of confidence, but in real life, people need confidence validation. That's why old niggas get 18-year-old girls, because it's like, damn, I'm like cool enough. Like, obviously, I'm not.
I thought it's just they wanted to smash some young shit. That's what I thought.
I think it's what it makes them look like.
Because I still wouldn't say that, dude, you're a cool old guy having a young girl. Hell no. Be like, damn, okay. I guess that is like you're a cool guy.
Yeah, I'm about to say, why would you say, damn, okay. Like,
but I ain't gonna like, because it's weird, because I don't really give a shit. But then in my head, I'm like, oh shit. I think of how much money he had to smash her. That's what comes in my head. Yeah. But then I look at her and be like, ew. What does your parents think?
Yeah.
You should get your life together, young lady.
Yeah.
He old. Like, what do y'all have in common? What do y'all talk about? He talking about fucking World War II. You talking about fucking Instagram. Like, it's two different.
It's a vampire relationship. To me, I think the female is getting like she's capitalizing off the status that this guy has made, whether it's money or like clout.
Doesn't that make her look worse than him?
Yeah, I think both of them look horrible.
But who look worse? Who look worse in that scenario?
I plead the fifth. I only plead the fifth because it's subjective. Like, I can see somebody feeling like the female.
That's why I asked you what you think.
But I think the dude looks worse.
True.
Because I think it reflects more on insecurity for the guy than it does for the girl.
So we're going off insecurities. But isn't she insecure for going after somebody only for money? No, because she can get somebody her age that got money. Like, I think obviously not.
I think it's hound doggish, or like it's hustling for the female.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't the hustle?
I don't think that's insecurity. I think that's like
no. I don't think it's insecurity. Isn't the hustle worse than the insecurity?
I don't think so. I mean, that's why I said I can.
Because you're playing off someone's insecurities.
I know. I can see that being the thing, but you asked me.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I was.
What you think, Tony? Who's worse?
Probably the guy. I think girls. I mean, at the age, whatever age it is, it's kind of like immature or not naive. Or
what if she's like 30? What if she's 27?
I think you got it together when you're like 27.
Because he mentioned age, and I thought that was a good thing. Like, yeah, if she like 18, you gotta kind of put it on the old
like
guy.
Taking advantage.
Yeah, but if she 27 and he's 75, I don't know. It gets a little gray. No.
I don't know. It's the same to me. Like,
true.
The 27-year-old might be better at the game, but the 18-year-old still playing the same game that the 27-year-old would be playing, dating the same.
But the 18-year-old could be that naive, that youngness, that they're still stupid. So he could like. I could see how it could be more on the guy for a very young girl, like a 18-year-old. than a 27-year-old, because a 27-year-old, you actually seen some shit already. Like, you actually lived a little bit of life. Like, you know enough. I don't know. You can't get really bamboozled that easily by old guys. So you must be doing the bamboozling, or you on a mutual bamboozle.
I don't care how. I don't care how naive you are. I think you gotta know what's going on if you getting fucking pounded by old wrinkly dick.
I don't know. I'm giving y'all the benefit of the doubt though. I think a younger 18-year-old, yeah, she might be mature.
Not that old. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I mean, how old is?
I think an 18-year-old could get bamboozled by like a 30-year-old, but like a 70.
I think an 18-year-old can get bamboozled by anybody.
I think a 75-year-old, like that.
A 21-year-old,
like those old wrinkly balls, that has to be a choice. Like,
all balls are wrinkly.
Not as wrinkly as old saggy balls, like that the skin stretch
what between like
the taint and where the balls.
How many old niggas balls you seen though?
Many on TV.
Yeah, you better cover it up. On TV?
I don't want old
That's
balls.
like the old. That's the little kid like cop out with a parent like, where you hear that from? On TV?
Where else would you get it from?
You? Like the
what
parent. The parent, like when you. Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll give you that, but personally, I think the 27-year-old, their game just better than the 18-year-old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they're both saying it.
Yeah.
True. It could be an 18-year-old running game.
I don't know how you can get bamboozled by old balls.
You like, can get bamboozled. Yo, come on.
If you're 16
and
dating a 21 or a 25-year-old or something like that, I can see that being a like taking advantage situation. But like 75, that gotta be a choice. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it different, but.
I mean, it ain't. I mean, 75 is extreme for 18.
But you know what I'm saying. Like the person, like the dude that just been out of high school for a few years, you just got into high school. Like to me, that's different than like 18 and 40.
What's different from 16 and 18?
Huh?
What's the difference from a 16-year-old and 18-year-old?
Nothing. I'm saying that as an analogy for the different type of bamboozle relationship that there exists in my head.
True.
I don't know.
In actuality, females getting all the blame in my head for that, unless she's like 18. But yeah,
I get it. Different people. Yeah. I don't know.
If you don't know, I definitely don't know.
This is weird, and I'm like checking in with myself and my emotion. I feel very exasperated by the type of female behavior that I have to justify on like a weekly basis.
What you mean?
I don't know. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know. I'm understanding of almost every situation, but it's so much. I don't know. I guess I'm referring to like the fuck girl epidemic or whatever. Like, and right now I'm putting the females that we were just talking about into that just for now. But like I'm very exasperated by having to, I don't know, stick up for it or like justify it or talk about it or like, I don't know, I'm tired. I don't know how to explain it.
I think you just did.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I never feel like I'm explaining stuff good enough, but I don't know, I'm tired, dude. I want the like golden age
so,
of
like
like
she's silly and shit.
I know, like the golden age of like femaleness to like come back around, like for like the.
What was the golden age? What years was this?
Egypt. I don't know, where like the matriarchal society.
Like, what time period did this take place in?
I mean, if I'm being real though, like in the 90s, it was cool to be like a chill, beautiful black woman that's like not in the videos or like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like the girl next door, black girl, like. If you only like I want those. Yeah, like I want those women to like come. Like they didn't leave, but they're just not in the.
Oh, it's never coming back.
We need an R&B.
It's never
resurgence.
What part? The girl next door, black girl.
Yeah, it's too late. If not too late, everything has to not totally chaos and burn and start over again. Because I think we too far. I think social media, it ruined that.
We too far gone.
Yeah, it's as long as you feel like, as long as they got those likes on that selfie, or you can post a picture, like, it's a different kind of thing. You got the girls next door wanting to get validated
so
also.
Then they go over to the whole side.
Yeah, it's too late. Long as these instruments we have now are still existing, and
like
it's kind of impossible. I wouldn't say impossible because KG got a ring, so anything's possible. But
I don't know. Like I just want like little black girls to like grow up with confidence, like in their brain, or like they're like business savvy, or like I don't want those girls to feel like that's the only way to get like attention. Or
are females dropping Jews? Not like men drop Jews in private.
Yeah.
True. Because I be wondering, because not you, but the females I see and shit, family, friends, and blah, 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 I'm like, who teaching y'all? Because y'all seem like y'all in the Wild Wild West right now. Like, y'all don't have the OGs. I don't know. Did y'all OGs just be like, I don't give a fuck about that bitch?
I don't know.
Bitch. Like,
I think the way I look
at it,
my theory is like the breakdown of the family, the family unit. Because like when you say that, I was thinking about like who were those people, and it was the grandmas. Like the grandmas was the like great aunts. Like those were always the ones dropping jewels on, the young females.
I see that.
But I feel like the breakdown of the family, like the grandma isn't as big of a pastime as it used to be. You know what I mean? Like
they dying. I know it's always gonna be new grandmothers.
No,
it's a different era. It's a different era grandmas. Like it ain't.
And maybe it's like having children younger. Like you're like.
How your grandmother like only 40.
Like this is a bad example, but the Medeas don't really exist anymore. Like the mammies, or like.
Oh, that whole era is dying.
Yeah.
It's pretty much wiped out now.
Like
the ones that's here, you can't even really.
Now
talk
the grandmas like. You post a picture of like the mom and the grandma, like, oh my gosh, they both look so good. You know what I mean? It's like they both got on freakum dresses. Like, look at my grandma, she's 40 and she looks like this.
I couldn't imagine my grandmother still going to the club.
Yeah.
You know how weird that would have been? They don't even think that's weird. Like, why is my grandmother? Yeah. I'm supposed to go to your house when my mother go to the club, and you with her? Who watching me? Like, I have no one to watch me no more.
Yeah, actually, like I spent so much time at my grandma's house. Like I lived at like my grandma's house was like a thing. Like it was a thing.
As it should be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
now
different.
You can't even go to grandma's.
But yeah,
she busting it loose with your mom, twerking back to back. How y'all gonna be in the club back to back twerking?
I don't know.
Both of y'all mans at home. And they ain't even watching the kids. What the fuck is going on, man?
Everything break it down, B. Like, that's why we got like, to me, I think everything is about to blow up.
I hope not.
Like, not in a, like, apocalyptic way, but, like, I think, you know how they say it's always darkest before dawn? Like, I think we're at that part, like, right before dawn.
Have we proved that?
What? That it's always darkest before dawn?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never really thought about it, like, practically.
I can see it, though, because it's the transition that the sun and moon is making, and they like...
Or, like,
hey, I'm getting off in 3 minutes, you better be coming around. It's like, shit, I'm late. The sun running around with the earth spinning. Stupid. You get it.
It's a cool one. I like mental pictures and people sharing their mental pictures.
That's why I'm usually quiet, because that's the type of stuff that goes through my head. You gotta explain it and be like...
I like stuff like that. 'Cause, like, that's my whole day in my head. So, like, if somebody else shares, like, the weird stuff that's in their head, it makes me feel better.
Oh.
Hashtag sad. I don't know. I'm really exhausted. Like, not tired or sleepy, but, like...
Good thing you didn't have a daughter.
It's really, I know.
Dang.
But she would have got the gems, like.
Yeah.
She would have got the gems like that, and maybe that's part of the reason also why I didn't want a daughter, like, cause there's so much stuff she gotta know, like
Shit, the guy got to know a lot too.
Yeah, but it's not my job. Like, it's a lot of stuff
and
that I have
show,
to.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's a lot of stuff that I have to instill in my son, but it's not like it's not as important as the stuff that I would have to instill in my daughter.
That's true.
Or vice versa, the dude and the son, and versus the dude and the daughter.
Even though the dad stuff he instills in his daughter has to be very.
It does.
It has to be huge.
When I said that, I was like, that's not, because that's the woman's first love. Is the first example of like how women are supposed to be treated. It's the first example of like what a man's supposed to be, and obviously it's a very important foundation in a girl's life. You're right. As
mothers to the guy too. He needed to have some emotional ties.
Yeah, I think it's like more making them like not barbaric, making them.
You can't make it. It's impossible.
You can take the edge off a little bit, like.
You can take them out the jungle. But
you like to take the edge off the maleness as far as like being a gentleman or like, you know.
They only got a couple years though. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like the mother only has like a few years to instill those things before like. Yeah. It's just all dad.
Yeah,
like
to me it's 0 to 10.
Yeah, I was about to say 10. From 10 on up, it's like the dad, like, all right, you about to be a man soon. Yeah. You just like all these things, but the manners, like my mother taught me manners. Yeah. Please, thank you. Like, dad, fuck teach no manners. Like that wouldn't even. He probably wouldn't even think it.
But I learned that I took like this. It wasn't women's history class. It was like the history through the eyes of women. Like, when they talk about like all the dudes going to Congress and stuff, it was like they focused on like what the females was doing like back home, like how they was keeping their dudes from getting sick or like stuff like that. But I learned that like that's when it became a thing for like the girls to teach the women to teach the kids like manners and like how to carry themselves and how to treat people and stuff like that, like the moral code of the world kind of. But yeah, I don't know.
That's all I got.
Me too. That's why I was saying like I don't know, this female shit got me mad exhausted.
How we end every show. Follow us. Yeah. But not in bushes though.
Not around.
You know how weird that sounds? Like follow me. Alright. And we're like, why you following me?
Or like some weird ego shit, like follow me around all day.
You peasant. Follow me. Now I feel weird even giving a name.
I know, now we can't say it. You know what it is. Follow us if you want. If that's what you want to do that. If not, you're totally okay.
Because then we're telling niggas, y'all follow us like shit. Like, it's never been cool. Following was never a cool thing in my growing up. Now it's like a thing, like,
how many followers you got?
Oh yeah, I follow Justin Bieber. Fucking.
I don't know, B. If you want.
Yes. Do what you do.
Peace out.
Now stay here. What episode is this?
17.
17. Alright, we'll see you next week when it's 18.
Yeah.